for a few days actually over on Facebook, and I thought, well, what the heck? We'll go over to YouTube today. I can't. Not sure to get quiet. I said the word YouTube and my Alexa went off. Why'd you quit? Alexa, resume the 80s music. But I think I might get in trouble if they can hear the music, so I'm trying to keep it real quiet. Um, so I don't know if anybody will show up over here or not, because I never do a live over here. It's very rare. And I thought, oh, why not? I've been doing them on Facebook, and I threw it over there. But I really don't know how much that post will circulate, because I throw a photo or nothing with it. I just thought, well, why not do it over here? I ain't gonna lie, forever. Just coming in. I am Tammy's sister. This is her cookbook. This is the discounted one. I put that in the description in case somebody come in and I was busy packing and didn't see it. There's probably maybe 200 of them left. I really don't know, just to be honest with you, because I didn't look at the orders last night. I had that one laying there yesterday because I did a live on TikTok. Didn't see it sold, but I never go live over there anymore. And I'm already behind today. I've been sitting at 75 a day, and I packed up about 43 yesterday, and I ran out of the right size box. Lord, I hope this works. If it don't, I gotta save it. I bet I stuck it on the wrong. There we go. Wait. Oh, I see. First things first. This is something I done yesterday, and I may end up having to reprint a label. Let's see. Definitely need to tape it. And I need a garbage can on here. Anyway, I ran out of boxes, is what I was trying to say. And when I ran out of boxes, that left me with still, if I can't use that tape, that left me with about 30 to do, so now I've got lots and lots and lots to do. And I just thought, well, I'll go in there and talk to them while I pack up some books. See what y'all doing. And I wish I could turn up the music. I could do that if I wasn't videoing, I guess, live. So you can get away with that. It's really weird how you can get away with that over on TikTok. Or a lot of people do. They have their music just to go and it's just as loud. But you can't really get away with that on Facebook and YouTube. Like, they'll let you play it, I think, as long as they don't detect it. Sometimes I've got away with it on Facebook anyway. Not really on YouTube. Let me tell y'all what's defective about the books if you don't already know, because I don't know who's watching and who's different over here, to be honest with you. I can see Kim, and she's always on Facebook. I don't know about Margaret. These were defective by, they just didn't get it exactly right. So let me say first, if you've ordered one and you ordered it at full price, you will automatically be sent one that is right, because they're reprinting it and reproducing it. This one that we had delivered here, I had like 830 or so delivered here. We're going to go ahead and sell. She's just selling them at a discounted rate, more like at $22. It's $21 and some change, I think. The others are $60. The only thing really wrong with this cookbook, now there might be some little something, like she said she found one yesterday when she opened up the cookbook. She goes, have you been looking? I went, well, no, they're discounted. They're discounted for a reason. But when she opened up the cookbook, the thing was on backwards. So the cookbook was upside down. But everything else is still fine. But we've only found a few like that. Very few. I think like 3 out of that 800 so far. The only other thing that was wrong is, you see this block of color? It's on every page behind some of the recipes. She wanted it to be a different color, and it turned out to be, it's between a cream and a yellow, and she didn't like it. And the other thing that was wrong is, you see the spine here, you see how that's bubbling on it? That's it. The recipes are fine. Everything else is fine. It's a beautiful book. I I don't know why everybody, well, a lot of people are buying them for $22 because it's a, you know, it's a big discount for $22. I'm going to show y'all. It's got some family stuff. That would be all of us. That's me there. There's Tammy. There's our brothers. That's our baby brother, and there's our oldest brother. It's got 705 recipes. That is a lot of Southern food. And that's primarily what this is. Now, you're probably going to have lasagna and spaghetti and, you know, things like that too. But it's pretty much all of her cookbooks that she had before, 1 through 4, combined with a little bit of extra. Now, some of those recipes in the 1 through 4 didn't make this book. So if you've got those books, you've still got some different recipes too. But this is just me over here talking to y'all while I get some work done. So I'll get it done because I couldn't start till late today. We had a semi-truck pull up a while ago with all these boxes, and I had to wait on him. Let me show y'all this. This is so funny. And I need to be looking this garage over, but I'm pretty sure somehow. Apparently when you order from Uline and you order all these boxes, you end up getting like a free gift. So when y'all see me wearing these, no judgment, because I'm going to wear them. Look. I got Uline socks. And so I called her and I go, I thought you ordered an umbrella because we picked a golf umbrella. And she said that was the last shipment. And I said, well, I didn't get it. He had it all. They come and it's on a pallet and it's covered in plastic. So it's all bundled together. But the first guy who would have had the umbrella was real sweet, and it was at Christmas time, and he unbundled it for me and toted everyone in for me, so I never saw the umbrella. And I'm pretty sure it's not just laying around in here on the floor. Not knowing me, I'll have to throw it away by accident. But today, these were in a small box sitting on top of the boxes, and I saw them right away. I didn't realize it was going to be socks. I thought it was my corners, these things, because when we pack them, I'll show y'all how we pack. To try to get them to you, she really has went above and beyond to get these to y'all where they won't be damaged. We tried in a normal, like, priority type envelope deal. Oh, they were not doing good. I sent them to her, and when she got it, that book was terribly damaged. And then we ordered another set of boxes that kind of fold up. They got these perforations. They'd be good for somebody selling smaller books or t-shirts or something like that. And you put them together. But they also ended up super damaged. And we knew in that postal, ride, they were going to get tossed around. So I walked outside and tossed one around like 2 times, and it was tore all to pieces. So we ended up with these crush-proof boxes. They're about this size. You can really get 2 in this one. And then on top of that, I use these corners. Really, to me, that's overkill. Because if it's a crush-proof box, it's a crush-proof box. You shouldn't have to buy a plastic corner too. But we're doing it. So then we do the plastic corner. Then I do your book. And I'm about to run out of these, and I don't know if she's going to care. I meant to tell her that today. And then the book is so big that it's such a tight fit in here, I'm not actually putting it down in it. I'm just kind of folding this up. And it's not really doing anything, but so there'll be something over the top of the book. The ones that I don't, I got a lot of these that come out of the book boxes that I can stick on top too. So if you don't have a bubble wrap, you'll probably have something like this. And that keeps them intact and good to go. And I only have about, well, if I send out 75 and I've already got, I'll still have to do 75. I got like 30-inch levels over here. But if I wanted to try to catch up, I would almost have to send out 100 or more. I don't know if that'll be happening tonight. We'll see. Because what I'll do is I'll get tired and then I'll go back up there and take a rest for a little while. And then I'll come back down and do this more. Which is a good thing about this, is you can kind of do it at your pace. But we've moved a good bit lately. We just really started moving them this week. I've done 75 every day. So if you ordered one of them, it's likely really close to on its way unless you ordered it in the last day or two. And I meant to, somebody asked me yesterday, and it was over on Facebook, if I had seen her name, and I told her I would look it up, and I told Joseph Floyd to look it up, but he has not come and told me yet. To be honest, I don't know what we're going to do for supper tonight. Children's got those football games coming on. That's all he's talked about, that Ole Miss and Miami. That's who it is. So I'll have to fix him something for that. He's really hoping Ole Miss wins, and he's hoping they win it all. Not his normal team, but I guess because they're still in the conference. The way he sees that. If you don't know who Tillman is, Tillman is my 28-year-old son with cerebral palsy. He eats, breathes, and sleeps sports. That guy was up there a minute ago, and he's just laughing. He thinks it's so funny because there's been so many coaches fired in the last 2 days. I walked upstairs and he went, "They fired another one." Now it's a big joke to him. I said, "I guess if you coach, now's a good time of the year to just go hide." Let me grab some of my stuff. I'm gonna run out of this tonight, I think. Then I'll end up using my sheet. I guess that's right. Computer. Right, setting over here. Yeah, I turned the music up, and we can have some music in the background, but I might get in trouble for that. If I had my microphone on, I gotta order me some. I got them in the Amazon cart. So I need to be yelling at y'all, I guess. Mine's not holding charge anymore, but they lasted 2 good years. How do I get the discounted cookbook? I put it in the description. If you can't see it, it's www.collardvalleycooks.com. Now there's a full price one that nothing will be wrong with. It's $60. And there's a couple of hundred, I think. There's a couple of hundred or less. I can tell you that honestly. Left of the discounted one. And I showed you what was up with it. And it's $21 and some change. It's under 22. So I would definitely be ordering it. If it were me. But now if you wanted to set it out for looks, that might be different. If you wanted to see. And when you pay somebody, that's what I told Tammy when she made them. I thought, nobody's going to pay attention to that. But when you pay a company to do something and do it right, that's what you do. So they ended up fixing it for her. And then we just discounted these. But I'm getting hot down here. Basement's supposed to be the coolest room, but I got a lot of window right here. There's no lights on. It's dark back there. But there's so much windows right here to get hot. What little bit of sunshine I almost hit answer, y'all. Lord, I almost hit the wrong button. Would have been all listening to a spam call. I'm sure that's what that was. Someone will say, "Why don't you get that robocall?" It's on there. I've got it, but they still come through. You know that when it's just the area code and no name, I get 1 million of those a day. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to make for that ball game. I don't know what we're going to have for supper. I've been seeing a cornbread I want to make. And I was trying to tell them about it this morning over on Facebook, and I couldn't remember what the base was, but it was actual barbecue sauce. And then they did a whole sheet of jalapeno, so that would have been too hot for me because they left the seed in it. But they literally did a whole cookie sheet of it. Barbecue sauce under it. And then plopped barbecue and then poured cornbread on top of that, and then baked it, and cheese. And I really want that. And I wouldn't mind having some jalapeno. I just don't want that many jalapeno. So we liable to end up doing that before it's over with. I go from that to popcorn. That's quite a difference, isn't it? That's just because we got a new popcorn machine that we hadn't used yet, and a bunch of popcorn salt. I've been curious about some of that popcorn salt. One of them is dill pickle. So we'll definitely do some of that for the ball game. He's fretting because he don't have an Ole Miss shirt. He's got a Mississippi State shirt because he's got a niece that's from Mississippi State. I said, well, we could just find something, with that color. They don't have to have their name on it. So I was trying to get some of these done this time of day because I was thinking about, do I take a nap or do I go pack a book? And here I am, packing a book. But I'd rather not be doing it at 9 o'clock tonight. So, I knew if I took a nap, I'd be doing it at 9 o'clock. I might do a few of them, but I don't want to do them all. Don't want to do them all that late. Let me see if I can see any comments. I get those calls every day. I do too, Kim, and I really have. I've been put on that. I did that just like a week ago, that no call list you can get put on. Because I thought, well, maybe I've rolled off of it. So I went and done that, and I've got the robocall, and then I got some kind of AT&T security something, and I still get 1,000,000 of them a day, every day. Sure do. I don't know, can y'all hear that music? And I don't know what you listen to. That is 80s rock. Most of the time I got 70s rock going, just to be honest. And yesterday I was listening to it, and for the first time, it started playing a commercial. And my Alexa has never made me listen to an ad. And I thought, is it just that? And it was 80s rock, and I was wondering if it was just that particular station. So I've never had to do that before. But for some reason I did yesterday. I keep saying something, it keeps shutting it off. It just quit again. Alexa, play 70s rock, please. Sometimes mine will make me say please. She'll literally ignore me. These machines are crazy. Until I tell her, and then I'll ask again with the please behind it, and it'll work. She'll also go, not this one, the one in the kitchen. Since she's trying to teach me manners. She'll go, I'll spit out something in the morning to do so and so, and I'm just straight with it, straight to the point. And she'll go, good morning, Melissa. And then she'll go on with what her thing. I'm like, well, she's trying to teach me manners, and that's what I do. Yell at her. But I don't treat mine like some people do, like a person. I'm like, you still a machine. I know you still a machine. That's kind of weird and wacky and scary, isn't it? But some people literally talk to them like it's their best friend. I'm well aware it's a computer, and it's not going to play my music. It's like, I'm not even going to play your music. There it goes. I was like, it really quit. It's like, I'll show you. It's kind of freaky, ain't it? It's like watching the movies in the 80s. Kind of like feels like living in the Jetsons. The time we're in now. Y'all remember watching that as a kid and thinking, I can remember thinking, I'm dating myself, but I can remember thinking the year 1999, when Prince sang that song, was like forever away. Like I'd nearly be dead by then. I literally did. Funny how time moves. Why is all these... I got 2 screens going down here and I don't know why. I guess JoJo's been down here messing with his computer. But it's running 2 screens. Maybe that's just what it does. Probably just 2 hooks to it or something. Do that again. paper tape's so much easier. We used to use the clear. This paper tape's so easy. Easier to tear. And I killed my arms on those dispensers. Rough. I thought it like bruises and the scratches are dried up pretty quick that I had on there the other day. Weird. Yeah, that moves faster than you would think. At first I thought, oh my gosh, it'll take me forever. And the initial sales I don't know what would have done. I'd have been nuts. I mean, like, you have to come up here. And we'd have had to have a packing party. But the initial sale was shipped out by the company itself. But I'm still shipping out at least 800 and something in a pretty short span of time. Which is a lot of books. Most of these are all going. I don't think she's got an option unless you can. I think they're all ground advantage, and I think you can choose priority if you want it faster. Otherwise, just know once they scan it in, you'll get like an update. You'll get a notification, and it would tell you, like, give you tracking and all. But I think ground advantage is just like the UPS. I think it's 2 to 5 days. Where medium mail is more like 2 to 10 days. But once I pack it, like these, we'll count them up. We'll throw them in the program tonight on the computer. We'll turn them in through that program to the post office. And they'll know how many they got to go pick up. And then but you won't get anything until they actually pick them up out of the driveway, which has been being afternoon, and scan the books in. And then you get your tracking and stuff. And these, I think they about have to scan. It's a little bit different than the medium mail. They let it sit there a day too. Tammy's gonna make sure we all moving. Melissa. She's showing. I'm running out of room for these things, y'all. I got a hand truck behind me. I'll show y'all that in a minute. I'm in the basement. I'm just stacking them. I'll show you what I'm doing. Stacking them in that chair. I'll eventually stack them up on my hand truck. And they come up to about here and they go all the way across. And then I'll push them out in the morning when it's closer to time. I'm afraid to put them out at night. I'm afraid somebody would think it's, something real or something like that they'd want to go up and steal them. So I'll have to wait to do that in the mornings. And really, they haven't been coming until late afternoon. Today I had a different mail person in an actual mail truck, so she had more room. That's nothing. That's a lot of room. A lot of stuff in a vehicle. I must need a truck. Out. Are any of y'all into the ball games? Or not? So hey Melissa, hey Laura. I just ordered one. I have her first two. Oh Lord, I don't know that I will ever do one. And I'll tell you why. Anything that is, that's why I always just tell people I put the recipe with my stuff. So if you like it, just jot it down somewhere. Anything like super duper country cooking basics, we're going to be the same on. We had the same mama. We had the same mamas. We had the same grandma. Now, I'll venture out and do a lot of junk she won't do. Because a lot of things everybody's different. You know what I mean? You know what I just found our umbrella? I sure did. I said I should look around the basement. Guarantee you this is it. Well, good. Now today I got 2 things. And this has been sitting down here a month. I bet that's what this is. He probably just stuck it right there and I wouldn't pay attention since he unloaded all them boxes. That's exactly what it is. And that's a pretty one too. I needed that one. I can throw it in the truck. Keep Tillman good and dry if we have to get out anywhere in the rain. That's a huge one. Look how big that is. It's a golf umbrella. And it's a nice one. So I guess if you need boxes, order from Uline. You get free stuff. So now we got an umbrella and a bunch of Uline socks. That's funny. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, cookbook. I do a lot of things that she won't do. Like I'll do stuff. I get curious. Like I'll see these viral recipes and I want to try them. So I'll be y'all's guinea pig and do that kind of stuff. I was hoping to just earn from views, you know, just because I don't need to get rich. I just want to be comfortable and be able to go buy the groceries I want to buy. That's my weakness. Is I like my pantry stuff. Let's go do this if it travels. So I don't know. I just don't see me doing that. You never know. I might change my mind. But it seems like all the new ones just jump right into that so fast. And I sure as the crap don't want to have to do 10 different cookbooks. So I would probably wait till, 2 or 3 years in. Just do one. Be done. I have enough to do. Then some days I feel so restless, and then there's some days I feel like I got enough to do. And really, if I'm going to take care of children, the way he deserves to be taken care of, some of that you just kind of, something's going to get neglected, you know what I mean? You can't do everything. So I'll do what I can do, and if I can earn from it, that's great. If I can't, well, I'm not trying to build an empire. And some people will be like, well, you need to, so you can leave it for your kids. And, I guess that's great, but then sometimes your kids feel like they ain't got to work for it. If it's sitting there. So, assuming mine will figure it out for themselves one of these days. I wouldn't mind leaving some, but that ain't my goal. Money ain't my goal. But to live and be, like I said, comfortable is what I'd like to do. That's about it. And pay my own bills, live in my own house, and just comfortable. But these days, I guess you about have to be rich to do that, don't you? And afford health insurance. All those things would be great, so maybe I will do a cookbook in 2 years, because I'm finding that none of that's ever going to go back to normal. Just like the housing market, I was looking at rent. I don't know, it just blows my mind when a 3-4 bedroom house is $2,000 a month. Or the cost of them now is just crazy. I'm like, Lord, I think I'd be so, I really do, I think I'd be so stingy, even if I ended up with loads of money, that if I went to look at a house, I just can't justify. The last house I lived in years ago was 4-bedroom. Really, you could consider it 5 because it had a bonus room. What's there? 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. It's 4,000 square foot. And at that point, that was $360,000. And I lived, it was like pulling teeth to get me in that place. Because I was like, that's a lot of debt. That's a lot of debt. That's all I could think. And at the time, I was living in a little bitty one that was like 1,500 square foot. And I did at that point want a little bit bigger because there was 3 kids, 2 adults, and 3 animals, I think, in that little bitty thing. But I didn't want that. So, I think even if I ended up making a lot of money, I would still, especially as older I get, because you got to clean that sucker too, or pay somebody to do it, So So I think I'd be a lot modest. And then I would have a hard time buying, because now a normal 3-bedroom house that is 1,500 square foot is $200,000. And I'm like, you people are crazy. I wouldn't pay that. Maybe I'd do the glamping thing. Build me a sophisticated, get you a storage building to make it real cute. I think that'd be fun if you had a family to do like a little community, but you all have your own space. Be close together, but all of you have your own room. I think that's perfect. I could see doing that. What would you call that? A compound, I guess. I think that'd be fun. Long as I had my own space, because I'm all about I'm kind of a hermit. But it would be nice to have, you know, a kitchen that you could all go to and you could see one another more than once a year, if you're lucky. And it would also be nice because, you know, if you didn't build it, or one of your mamas in the family was sick, you would have so many people to pitch in and help. And you'd have people, I think you'd have better kids because you'd have people to pitch in and help with your kids instead of a stranger raising them. And, I don't know why all families don't do that. I think it would be great. Because I have found that even if you drive each other nuts, and even if you get them, like, I'm going to tell the truth to make Tammy mad, but when we stay together, the first 2 days, usually, on average, we didn't this time. We usually argue and fight. And then after those 2 days, it's like we've ironed out our differences. We've accepted, all right, she's going to be her and I'm going to be me. You know, it takes us a couple of days. And then we're fine after that. So I think everything would, you'd figure it out. So I said, as long as you had your own little place to go to. But don't all sisters do that? My mama's sisters did. Mama's mama had 7 sisters. And they were like that too. I remember, that's funny, and this is a true story. It's how I learned to make biscuits. And my mama was teaching me. She had had a stroke and she had a lot of health problems, so I stayed with them and did the cooking while Mama was working at a bakery. Well, her sister was there that day, one of those particular days. And I'm not kidding, I'd make the biscuits, and if she didn't like them, she'd throw them away and make me start over. And I remember Aunt Ann, they got in the biggest argument over me that day. And Aunt Ann telling her how mean she was and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, then they'd be fine an hour later. So I think that's just a normal part of siblings. Or it used to be, if you don't take it so personal that you know, cut each other off. But that's just from a different time. And then Tanya wouldn't do that. We might get it. There probably ain't nobody that make me madder in the world other than man. But we'd never cut each other off, ever. Just wouldn't do it. Nor would I my brothers. To me, family is family and unconditional. Just this, you might need them someday. Be a lonely world. And you're lucky to have them. Everybody don't have it. That's for sure. We've almost done 25. I ain't even got to the end of my labels from last night. That's depressing, y'all. I think I'm getting somewhere and I'm like, no, you're just not catching up from last night. So Pam said, as long as my bills are paid in full and I'm safe and warm and have food, I'm happy. I don't need or want fancy stuff. I'm the same way. I'm content with what I have. I'm somebody could care less. Look, I don't have no jewelry on. I would love to travel, but that'd be like the only thing I could, you know what I mean? I don't care about a brand name. I don't care about, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. That's what rings your bell, I guess. So, And in fact, I don't think I'd ever be rich, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I see so many people that need help. Now, I've been doing this with Tammy long enough to know you got to be careful, and you can't help, you genuinely can't help everybody. And you learn which ones genuinely need help and which ones are just really comfortable asking for help, because there's a lot of people that way too. And then there's some people that need the help the most and won't ever ask you. But I can't, I'm the type of person that I could go out and build a ginormous type mansion. I just couldn't do it. You know, throw a $5,000 pocketbook across my arm and then walk by a stranger that needs to eat biscuit, and I'd feel like a piece of, that's what I'd feel like. But all of us are different. That's what I said. If that's what floats your boat. I got plenty of other faults that has nothing to do with money. So, we are all different in different ways. We sure do. I seen a thing a while ago. It was a meme, and it said, something about if you didn't change your habits for the near year, you know, it was just another year. I was like, oh great, I've been over here beating myself up because I need to quit smoking cigarettes. And I was thinking, I'm beating myself up. Now they got memes to make me feel even guiltier. Don't y'all just love Facebook? And I'm going to tell you, that internet is internet today. I scrolled for less than 5 minutes, and I was like, just get off of it, Melissa. There's so much going on that it's hard to have a newsfeed with anything that you want to read about or that's positive. It's so, and I guess they pushed that because, to be honest, I know that from doing these videos all these years with Tammy, and anything that is controversial or anything that negative is going to move further, faster, and make more money. So a lot of the news feed is just for clicks. It's not even entertaining anymore. It's just drama, or, you know, whatever they can get you to open it up and look at it. On those days when I find that I can't, and today was very much one of them days, that I can't find nothing, I come down here and started packing books. I was like, well, all right, let's find something else to do. I won't have to take a blood pressure pill because of... And then I seen this one thing, I'll tell y'all about that. It's to do with all controversial, the girl that got shot yesterday, you know. And I'm not one to talk about none of that politics, and I'm not going to give any sort of opinion on it, period. But I saw a post. Of course, they were giving their opinion. And then I seen all the comments, and this was not like such a public post. It was somebody pretty local. And then the comments, they got, how'd they word that? Because they put up some things she supposedly had wrote, or some kind of past thing. But now you can't hardly believe anything you read anymore because of the internet and AI. And you don't know if it's real or not real, or where it come from, or if it's just a meme. But that wasn't the point. In the comments they wrote, well, now she's burning in hell exactly where she belongs. And the sad part is people who would confess to be Christian. And I had to get off the internet. I thought, just get off the internet, Melissa. Because I had done typed it out. And I was going to go, well, sadly, sounds like so would you be, if that's your thought process. I'm just like, the internet's internet today, get off of it. But people are. And it's good people. You think they're good people, and then you think, ooh, I don't care how much I dislike somebody, ever, never ever will you hear me rejoice about them rotting in hell. Ever. Like, what kind of human being thinks that way? A lot of them, apparently. Lord, y'all should see I got a bunch of doves out here. I'll change subject. Bunch of doves out there eating seed, and it's so funny. I've been buying this wild bird seed, and it's got all this stuff in it. But for days, none of these birds, they'll eat everything but the little bitty, I don't know what seed that's supposed to be. It's like orange, a little bitty tiny seed. And they've just left it every single day, that one particular seed. Let's go and read what y'all said. Kim said, my husband and I are going to sit down together and watch something we have recorded if I can stay awake. That's my problem. I can't watch a movie without going to sleep. I really can't. I guess we'll be doing that ball game after a while, but I think he said that didn't come on till like 7:30 or something. So it's pretty late game. And then tomorrow night is the other one. Y'all, I don't sports much just because of him. Before he got into sports, I never watched him. Could care less. And before he got into sports, he was into Food Network, believe it or not. He loved Rachel Ray, Paula Dean, Emerald. That was back a lot of years ago. Lots of years ago. Oh. A lot of those. Did I hang you up? I can't see it. There you go. I was hitting the off button and you just disappeared. Well, I thought that I would just come over here and do a live. I've got some tuna salad I did today. Tuna egg salad that I can throw up when I finish this. The super fast lunch. There's a lot of things I don't put over here on YouTube because I thought, well, maybe y'all want me just to leave it food. You know, like I've been reading the Bible just one chapter every morning. I've been doing that on Facebook. And then usually daytime, evening, there comes in, you know, food. Sometimes I'll do something different. I just haven't put it over here because I don't never know, you know, how it would go on this channel. But it's so slow over here, I should just put it over here to see what happens, I guess. I still haven't got to the point I could do the restream. Maybe soon, we'll see. But not quite yet. And then I could just do everything, you know, in one place at one time. Gotta make sure that's scannable, not wrinkled. Anyway, I'm about to sign off of here so I can turn up my music, finish the rest of these, figure out our supper. Because if I decide to do that, I wonder if Joseph left. What time of day is it? Yeah, he's gone. Because if I decide to do that cornbread stuff, I would probably just get him to grab me some of that Brookwood barbecue that you buy already made. All I have to do is chop up the jalapeno and make cornbread. And I don't know, I've been wanting that since I've seen it. You ever see something and you just crave it until you make it? And I don't know. And I also want to do a puff pillow grilled cheese, but since Christmas, our grocery stores and the Walmart have been out of puff pastry and they haven't restocked it yet unless it was restocked today. So I haven't been able to do that. Either one of those would work for me. So I'm probably going to hang up here, call him so he can run grab one of those two things, and we'll have it for supper tonight. And then I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. See you next time. Bye, y'all. I think I'm turning this off right. Yes, I'm sure.